Hello, everybody. This is Coach Aguilar. Today's video is for Thursday's lesson, and we're going to be talking about informational texts. Now, on Monday, our academic students watched a stress video, and our pre-AP students watched a stress for success. Read a stress for success article. So this is kind of an extension of Monday's lesson. Now, if you can see on my screen, there's a little computer screen right here. So when I'm done with the direct teach video, I'm going to put it right on this computer. So if you have to refer back to it, you can. Now, one of the questions that you're going to be asked is, what do good readers do before, during, and after they read? So I have a little chart right here. It's an anchor chart. And it says that before you read informational text, you should definitely read the title. Look over text features, but a lot of us don't know what text features are. So just as a refresher, text features are things like table of contents, index, glossary, headings, bold words, sidebars, pictures, captions, and labeled diagrams. Okay, you should look over all those before you actually start reading the informational text. Set a purpose for your reading. So depending on what you're reading, if you're reading about great white sharks, or if you're reading about how to manage stress, and then activate background knowledge. So as you're reading, kind of think, how does this apply to my situation? How has this applied to my life previous to this reading? Now, while you're reading, it says visualize. So you always want to put that picture in your head, monitor your comprehension. And I put this one at the very bottom over here with, where is it? Reread confusing parts. So when you monitor your comprehension, if you start to see that your mind is wandering, you might have read a whole paragraph, but you don't realize what you just read. Go ahead and reread that confusing part. Or if you can't remember because you were spaced out, go ahead and reread the paragraph or article. Make connections as you're reading, like I was saying earlier. Apply whatever thoughts come into your head of things that have happened to in your life before, or things that you've read about or watched on TV. Those are all personal connections you can make to an article or to another film. Infer meanings. So a lot of times it won't state directly in the informational text. If you remember our poem from Gary Soto, Oranges, when he put one orange and a nickel on the counter, no words were said, but the lady behind the counter had to infer that this little boy wanted the chocolate that was 10 cents for the price of a nickel and an orange. Although no words were said, she had to infer that. So sometimes you have to do that in your informational text. It says ask and answer questions. So as you're reading, it's okay to have questions in your mind, jot them down. Possibly it'll be answered by the end of the article, but if it's not, that's something you might want to go back and research. And then mentally paraphrase. When you're done reading the paragraph, what did it really mean? Put it in your own words. Finally, after you read, reflect what you read. Okay, do you truly understand what the author was talking about? Paraphrase it in your own words, and then check for predictions. When you first read that title at the very beginning, was the article about what you thought it was going to be about, or was it different? So good readers do those things, and you'll be asked that question. Now, the next slide I want to show you, because you'll be asked other questions about informational text, is this video over informative text. Now, the video is about 7 minutes, but the lady does a great job for Mometrics of letting you know or getting into more detail about these specific text features that are in informational texts and about the before, during, and after. Okay, so this video might also help you answer some questions, and it'll be available to you whenever you need it. If you do have questions about the assignment, please email your English instructor, whether it's Mr. Smoot, Ms. Curtin, or myself, and we look forward to seeing your assignment as a submission. Bye, everybody.